the rise of healing in business, AI in activewear, and looking ahead for the wholesale market. That and more on today's episode.
Want to know what's next? For over 2 decades, we've led the world's most influential brands to create the right products at the right time for tomorrow's consumer. This is WGSN's Client Questions Answered.
Hello and welcome to the show where our experts from around the globe unpack your biggest challenges. I'm Carla Bazashi, CEO at WGSN. Let's get started. Our first question comes from a client asking, should healing become a new business priority? For this, let's hear from Martina Rocca, WGSN's cultural and forecast strategist in London. Over to you, Martina.
The polycrisis is negatively impacting the psycho-emotional well-being of global consumers. According to the World Economic Forum, their Global Risks Report, mental health deterioration will be one of the most critical risks for 2023 and beyond. So here companies can play a fundamental role in helping stakeholders heal the traumas they've been experiencing in the last few years. And we are talking about a combination of eco-anxiety, depression, fear, sadness, grief. At WGSN, we coin a new term, and this is healing intelligence. And healing intelligence is basically the ability of companies to integrate healing and comforting qualities into the products, services, and experiences they offer to their consumers. In this context, it will be critical for companies to use emotional empathy. So to really connect and deep listen their stakeholders, their communities, to understand and measure their emotional ecosystems, their moods, and adapt and react accordingly. And also using their products, their offerings to help clients overcome these difficult and complex traumatic emotions.
Amazing, thanks Martina. Our Insight team's latest report offers key data and case studies on innovating in this space. Our next question comes from a client asking, what is the future of AI in the activewear and sneaker industry? Giving us their insight is Charlotte Browning, WGSN's activewear trend forecaster in Vancouver. Let's hear from her now.
The future of AI design in the activewear and sneaker industry is promising. Increased efficiency, reduced cost, and improved consumer experience are all advantages of this technology. AI design can be a useful tool to push creative boundaries forward, an exceptional tool for rapid prototyping, concepting, and design communication in-house and with your community. In addition to this, it can open up opportunities for 3D printing and product innovation. That being said, it is not a replacement for in-house design and development teams, and both need to work together to bring product to market.
Great stuff, thanks Charlotte. Look to our fashion team's active forecast Autumn-Winter 24-25 trend report to explore the influence of tech and AI in this industry. And so our final question for today comes from a client asking, where is the wholesale market headed in 23-24? Let's return to London to hear from Laura Saunter, WGSN's Senior Retail Strategist. Take it away, Laura.
During the pandemic, we saw lots of brands pivoting to sell direct to consumer. So essentially they were pulling away from distributing to third-party stores or third-party retailers whilst lockdown kept everyone at home and kept the stores shut. And of course, the idea was to keep your business in-house to avoid stock piling up and to still be able to reach the customer by selling directly to them through your own channel. Now, of course, we're largely back to normal. People are heading back to the stores in force, and brands are really ramping up wholesale strategies and wholesale selling once again, whether that's to expand into new markets or to attract new audiences. And lots of brands that used to sell online only, direct to consumer only, are now partnering with big box retailers, especially in the US, to really kind of increase their physical footprints and broaden their customer base. And even brands that were previously considered the kind of original direct to consumer darlings are now embracing wholesale really as a way of diversifying their selling strategy. One of the most notable examples is of course Glossier, which is the millennial favorite beauty brand. They rose to prominence nearly a decade ago ago based on the strength of their direct-to-consumer business model and their eye-catching pink packaging, I'm sure everyone remembers. In February this year, they actually announced a wholesale partnership with the beauty giant Sephora, which will see Glossier products sold in over 600 Sephora stores across the US and Canada. And even retailers who've got very well-established bricks and mortar presences already are trialing new wholesale strategies. So COS, for example, which is the kind of H&M owned contemporary label, they've launched 3 new wholesale partnerships, giving it access to new markets in Germany, Hong Kong and the US. So they're all through third-party retailers. They don't need to open stores to access these markets. And with 75% of US consumers now saying that they are researching and purchasing products both online and in store, brands and retailers really need to ensure that they're servicing both of these opportunities, and wholesale is obviously forming a big part of the equation.
Brilliant, thank you, Laura. And so that's it for this week. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like answered, please pop them in the comments box for our team. I'm Carla Bazashi, and I'll see you next time.